here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers.
You know what's crazy? I don't even know what Harriet Tubman looked like, just based off of the pictures they gave us. She was probably cool, she probably wasn't, but her name was Harriet, so who knows. But I know one thing for sure. She probably looked better than Harriet Winslow, because boy, Harriet Winslow on Family Matters is hideous, boy. Oh my lord. Whew. The mom on Family Matters is disgusting. I see why they had to go get Carl's gay ass to be her husband, because she's disgusting. She on par with Nick wife from church.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that.
Yeah, she disgusting.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard
That's that for the line. You turn that off.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys
Dang.
believe in that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Oh, look out. There he goes. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Running back searching for a hole. They stripped it out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll try it over the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick handoff. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. He's now up to 77 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Coming after him. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Delivers the contact. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete.
Why the fuck did he jog out there, bro? That's because that's the wrong running back.
Great pass defense.
The wrong running back.
Really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down.
Like, he just jogged out there like, well, I mean, I'll get there at some point. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the back. And he's
Damn,
brought down as
another
the
fumble.
defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The give to the tailback.
What the heck is he crying for?
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense set on first down.
Who? No, she's hung up. She's been hung up.
He makes the connection.
Oh, she said phone call there, of course.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch.
Yeah, she's been
make
hung
extra
up.
yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On second down, just keeps firing. Escapes it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Maybe they got a prescription, fool.
Still running at the 40. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up.
Now you know if they got a prescription or not.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat.
They won't let me throw the ball.
Pressure
Damn.
was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Touchdown, Panthers! They grab the early lead.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
I remember the first time I ever seen a wheel route before in person, in game. We was playing Austin Township freshman year, and dude ran to the flat. And I thought I called myself jumping the flat route. And I saw the quarterback pump fake, and I was like, oh snap, what's going on? I looked to the right, dude wasn't there. I looked back behind me, that nigga was downfield running. Luckily the quarterback overthrew the ball. And I still put my arms out. Like, lock down. No, I ain't do shit.
Was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that?
No, I ain't do a single thing.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Well, that's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football. And this guy
look at him
really
laughing
helps
because
keep
he's bored.
defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
What the fuck is that?
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
Oh, my Lord.
Receiver there, it's incomplete.
They probably don't be hitting like that no more, though. I can't even say. They hit, but they don't be hitting like that no more. It's because they don't come out of them still containers.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this
That
defense on
shit's
3rd
so
down.
nasty. Hell yeah.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes
I
the
have to
stop.
sit up because my back
One of the things I
started
love about this
hurting, bro.
defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly
That's 'cause
what
I'm
they
just
needed
sitting on
to
this
do
stool
to
playing
make
the
the
game.
tackle to force the punt. That is so
Fucking
well
back
done.
start hurting. Bro, you passed the 40, you can go for it.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver
What
get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Again.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. They're going to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Oh, there's the ball. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots.
I think like 8:30.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
No. I'm telling you, no.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15, using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the foot.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into their own hands. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
I don't care how far you back them niggas up and still throwing the ball.
Throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh, not no more.
Quarterback adapting. Uncorks one to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Madden. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one. He stepped out of bounds.
The whole night through.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Right back to the well. They bring him down.
This number 40 is like a fucking...
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
But that nigga immediately sees where the play is going, and he immediately gets there.
Second and 11.
Get your bitch ass off the way, dog. We got a game to win, and you trying to stop us.
Dumps it off in the flats. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown!
That's a good little hit, man.
And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the back.
He scrolls through every hole he shouldn't have even seen. Because he had guys blitzing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's
been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Running it back, it's Akers. Strikes the blow. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Nice, solid
you
form
can't
tackle
be
from this
serious.
sophomore.
That's pathetic, bro. The hole was right there, and you just...
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Using his feet. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback will audible.
Actually.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it
No, that's too far.
He makes the catch.
Heisman now. Heisman now. Heisman now.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They've got to start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
I like
this
Taylor
point in the
Swift.
game, I feel like
His
offensively,
offense
you
is
should
like
go back to what's been
originally
working
good.
for you
Like
this
he
game. Don't
ain't,
be afraid to
he
dial
ain't
up
fighting
plays that
nobody
you've
else
already
with
had
his
success
shit.
with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul,
Like he's been trying to throw it over the middle. He's throwing drag routes. He tried to throw a couple corners.
together here make something happen on this side.
He's throwing some RPOs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the
His offense
girders of
ain't
this
get
place
off of
trying to help
nobody.
their defense. And that ball is picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the right. And it's picked off.
Good play by him. That dude was at the line of scrimmage, bro. He gotta be a dog. He was at the line of scrimmage and got back there. Granted, I floated the ball, but still.
And Washington is ready
He
to go back
gotta
on
be
the
tough.
attack.
Like, I gotta check him out after
Mistakes
this
are going to
game.
happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It's more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
So I feel like he's trying to start hitting with a seam beater.
He's looking to throw.
I ain't with that shit.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Little John. I wasn't tripping. His last name is Little John.
To take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much,
Come on,
but
gang. I
got
heard you
enough.
playing the hard flat.
Yeah, and you see running backs in
That's
today's
pick
football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Huskies are marching down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the
They
time.
should have
to
given
get
me
to
a
that
fumble
first
on
down
a
mark.
fumbling been going on.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
You know, I could be like, bro, that's like the 6th, 7th drag. I mean, I wouldn't have known which one to go to because if I'd have jumped the drag, then he had the little trail route up the field. That's just a good scheme. Oh my gosh, my eyes, bro. Whew. Hooty hoo. Those white owls are burning kind of slow. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by.
This is a really nice job
You
by the
need to
running
get
back,
up,
making
get
the
out,
first
and
guy
get
miss
something.
and going to get
What's
positive
going on?
yards.
Your
This
son
guy's got
trying to get high, nigga. You need to get up, get out, and get something. How could you make it if you never even try? You need to get up. Get out. Get stuff.
The run from the
You are
shotgun.
all that could be for you.
Breaks the tackle. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys
I did not
make
mean to call
those
talking about
physical
drop my
plays
fucking
like
phone on
that,
my
it kinda
controller.
jacks
I
everybody
hate
up.
calling talking about playing the
It's usually the
game.
guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Well, the good news is
We
you got the
got
first
what he
down
wanted.
running
He
it
made a
there on
better
second
play
and
and broke the
short.
tackle.
Bad
Because
news
his
is
big
you're
ass.
down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, but not
So you want to do that to him.
all the way to
But
the
on the
5.
fourth, well,
Now
they
a
got a fourth
big
down, third down.
coming up. Down
Either
multiple
way.
possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to...
Good
To
cut.
the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
I like trying to say it.
Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop,
I don't know
get that ball
what to
back to the
expect.
offense.
Like, playing other cats, I can just... I can damn near just be a scout team hero or play their play.
And
I
it's
know what to
up
expect.
and
I don't know
good
what to
as they
expect.
draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run when you sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
2nd down after that incompletion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The give as they work on that clock. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it go.
That nigga's everywhere.
Oh, did they need that turnover? Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped
That
on his chance
nigga,
to
I
make a
need to
play.
see what that nigga's
Well,
stats
this
is.
offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in the sudden change situation.
Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps the play going. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page. If you're a
That's what I
quarterback,
want.
right? On this drive, you did a lot of
I
good
think I
things
ran
there
my
leading up
shit
to
all
that
day.
pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent
Put
it
the
the
ball
other
where
way.
I need you to, buddy.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dances away from one. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line. The offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now,
Oh, so you got one time out. I'm tweaking.
They have to be aggressive
I'm
and
about
trying
to
to
poop.
get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run.